Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, thank you for coming by and checking us out. Please hit that subscribe button and subscribe. If you're not new here, then welcome back. So we just finished box 1, so there will be some spoilers here. We just finished box 1 of the Cadence Theater, or Curtain Call is the actual season name. So we are looking for justice for Viola Vane. We have not eliminated.
AKA.
Thank you.
Well, her name is Victoria Guyana, or Gaina.
Her stage name was Viola Vane.
We have not eliminated a suspect yet, but we have shortened our suspect pool. Started out with like 20 something people on there, and we're down to our main 4 that we're pretty sure of.
The main goal of this box was to find what the murder weapon was.
Yes.
And we successfully found the murder weapon.
Keep in mind, if you are playing this game, when you go to email them the murder weapon, just say what the weapon was. Don't be specific like we were, because we were trying to be specific and letting them know why we think it's this weapon and how it matches up with the forensic report, and we kept getting the, response of basically try again.
Are you sure this is the murder weapon?
And we did that twice with the same weapon, and we kept getting the are you sure? And then we tried 2 other things and got the are you sure? And then finally we just put the name of the item itself. And congratulations, we got it right. Which we knew all along. I mean, as we started reading the inventory list after reading the forensic report, we started reading the inventory list, and as soon as we came across this one, we automatically knew that this was the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew basically from the beginning of the box, and we were just kind of, putting everything else in place.
And because of the said murder weapon, we already have our own opinion about who we think actually committed the crime. We're not going to spoil that for y'all, but we think we know who did it. But it will take us another 5 boxes before we can figure out exactly who did the killer, who did the deed.
Yes. So I think this box was mainly like our introduction, and since there's 5 more boxes and we're down to 4 suspects, I think that within the next few boxes are the ones where we'll be able to like scratch off a suspect and be able to do all that. Because as of right now, we cannot definitively scratch anybody off at this current point in time. But we at least, like we said, narrowed our suspect pool down quite a bit. And sorry, I'm looking at our
Murder board.
Murder wall.
Yeah.
Because it's all over the wall above where the phone is at. So a little backstory on our victim. Her name is Victoria Guyana. She was found in a trunk in the attic of a theater. The new owner was going up there to save the theater, so she was going to go up there and auction off some of the dresses and everything. So she was just going through the trunks, looking for, items that she could auction off, and she found a body. They sent it to the medical lab, and it was confirmed that it was Viola Vane due to, documents that were inside of her purse. So she was found with her passport, which listed her birthday as June 16th, 1911. So we think she was in her mid to early 20s when she died. We have not definitively found a date of death, but we know that it was sometime in 1934. we can conclude that
We're thinking sometime in November of 1934.
because she was last seen November 6th, and we have newspaper articles from February of that year, so we know that it had to be sometime in November. So, that is what we have gained so far. Yeah.
Say hi, Lily.
Hi, Nana.
She's been eating cake, so.
She has sugar.
So yeah, we're down to 4 suspects. Can't wait for our next box to get here, so that we can maybe mark off somebody off of our list. Chill out. Yeah. Shh. Okay. So, is there anything else that you want to add?
All I have to say is, whoever did this, I honestly cannot wait until we finish this season and we get justice for this poor woman, because she was found mummified in a trunk. Somebody killed this woman and just went about their lives like they were never going to be caught.
Yeah.
They ought to be ashamed of themselves for that.
We won't say what the murder weapon is, but we can say what the cause of death is, because, I mean, anybody who gets the game, upon reading the forensic report, you will automatically see. But it was a blunt force trauma to the left side of the head, and she also had defensive wounds on her left arm. So,
left arm.
I said left arm.
Yeah, okay.
But she had defensive wounds, and she was bludgeoned on the left side of her head, so they killed her and then stuffed her in this trunk in a fetal position and just left her, which, you know, is really wrong. And the fact that she went undiscovered for over 80 years is really, really sad.
Go eat your cake, Lily. And one other thing that we might have an inkling of suspicion about is maybe during the victim's life, we have a feeling that she was abused in some way, shape, or form.
Because she had healed injuries to her right arm and wrist.
So I know this is
you
all a
showing
board
off your
game and
tongue?
everything, but I honestly hope we find justice for this woman, because this is wrong. This is just more wrong than I could ever imagine.
You goofy.
Yeah, she's had sugar. The blue on her tongue is from the frosting of the cake.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just... I'm excited for the next cases, because, well... Or the next boxes, so that way we can start stretching out some of our suspects. But... we're going to have to be patient.
I'm thinking of expediting it when I get my money on Monday. I'm thinking of expediting the next box to where it'll be here sometime, not this coming week, but the week after. Who knows?
But we shall see.
But yeah, I am hooked, and I'm very pleased with what we had gotten in this box. And she's rushing us to get off. But yeah, as soon as the next box comes in, we will do an unboxing for that, and we will start working on box 2 of the case.
I couldn't even get home from work without her. Come on. I'm like, woman.
Well, not my fault. Now, out of taxes, whenever we finally get the taxes, we have been talking about getting one of the premium editions, which is over $100 and something, but it's all 6 boxes in one thing, so we don't have to wait for anything. So that would be something to hold us over
for the meantime until we get our next boxes.
Yeah. So we'd technically be working on 2 cases at the same time. So we may get scatterbrained. Who knows? But we'll just have to wait and see.
And plus, there's two of us, so we can keep each other on track.
Maybe.
Now, if we could get rid of the monster,
Who likes to get into everything?
that would be wonderful. But the
Huh,
thing
we're talking about
is,
you.
from what she read on the internet, the premium cases are mostly every season is 10 to 15 hours of gameplay. So, if we were to say away from one of my days off, we could have that sucker solved like that.
Well,
But
then if you think about it, Curtain Call, if we had all 6 boxes here, that should be 10 to 15 hours of gameplay. We started shortly after you got home from work, so that would say, what, about 11:30, 11:40?
well, after midnight-ish, 11:45, and
So-
we finished about 15 minutes ago. So about 2.5 hours, because we went through everything like we
So it'd be
always
about-
do.
About 2.5 hours a box, so yeah, it's about 10 hours. So yeah, that's what we've done. Stay tuned and we'll let you know when the next box gets here and we'll go through this all over again.
And y'all don't go out there and commit no crimes that we're going to have to solve later.
I'll put this one on the case.
Yes. And we'll just make sure we're pumped full of sugar. She'll have that sugar solved in 5 seconds.
Little Miss Elsa.
What's the
Alright, we'll talk to you later and until next time,
Bye.
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 You gonna say bye?
Bye.